Hello guys, welcome to Coding Techniques. Today I am going to teach you a new kind of off-screen design, which is the music application. So let's get started. Now, in order to create a new project, there is a link out there at the top right corner. There is an I button, you click on that and it will redirect you to a video which I have already created for setting up a new Ionic project. I have already created a new Ionic project and as you can see it is running in my system. If you want to run your new Ionic project, just open up another PowerShell and I will type out here Ionic Serve. If you hit enter, then your project will start running. I have already done that, so I will not do it again. Now this is the thing that is running in my system right now, so let's work on that. Now what I will do is, at first I will delete my home page and also will remove it from my app routing module also. And once that is done, what I'll do is I'll create a new page, and for that I'll use the command ionic g page auth and hit enter. Now the page is created, let's check it out. I'll change the name to the auth in my app routing module, and let's go to the auth page and I'll remove the header. In the ion content I will give it full screen to true. Once that is done, what I'll do is I'll go to the SCSS and pass and work on my ion content. I'll give it a background which I have already created. I'll give the URL to my assets folder, and you can see in my assets folder I have the imgs folder and all the images are out there. You can see the one.png which I'll be using out there in this welcome screen. So you can download my code and get it from there. Alright, link is already there in the description. So I'll go to the assets folder, and for that I have to give the URL to that particular assets folder, then the imgs folder, and then I will use my one.png. No repeat, center, and then center/cover. So it will be set up properly. Let's check it out, and it is set up nicely. Alright, now once that is done, what I'll do is I'll go to my auth page HTML, and out there I will have an ion img tag, and within that I will pass the src as assets/imgs/logo.png, which I have already created in my assets folder. You can check it out, it is coming. Alright, let's resize it a bit. So I'll go to my SCSS and work with my ion img tag. I'll give a width of 20 VH and a height of 20 VH. Let's check it out how it looks like. Okay, it is coming nicely. Let me increase it a bit more. So let's keep 25 VH out here. I think that will be good. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's fine. But it is not centered properly. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll create a div, and within that I will align it to center and pass this ion img tag within that. Let's check it out now. And it is centered up properly. Alright, now let's work on our div styling. So what I'll do is within the ion img tag I'll pass a transform to translate to the y direction, and out there let me pass 20 VH. I think that will be good. It's a bit more. Let me change it to 15 VH. I think that will be good. Perfect. Now let's work on something else, that is our ion row. Within that I will have an ion column, and within that I will have an ion button, to which I will give expand to block and shape will be round. Alright, and I will name it as sign in. Now I'll copy this up and create another column. Within that I will just change the name to sign up. Let's check the design now. Okay, it is overlapping at my logo. So what I'll do is, let me work on the ion row. I'll give a transformation to 20 VH in the y direction. Let's check it out. And okay, it's little less. Let me make it 40 VH. I think it's okay. Let's give it the size of large, because I want the buttons to be large. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, buttons are large, but I want the text to be smaller. Alright, for that what I'll do is I'll wrap this sign in and sign up within an ion text, and to this ion text what I'll do is I'll pass some styling. Let's do it in our sign up also first, and now I will do some styling with that. I'll go to the SCSS and in here in my iron row, what I'll do is I'll use iron button, within that iron text, and to that I will pass a font size of 0.9 em. Let's check it out. Okay, I think little lesser, 0.8 em, and let's make it important. Okay, it's coming up. I think it's good. Now let's go to our Ionic docs, because I need to change the color of it. I'll go to the colors tab and scroll down to add new color creator. So I'll type primary color, and this is the color which I'm going to pass. This is the black color, alright, which is there in my temp design. I'll copy this up and paste it in my variable.scss at the route object, alright, and replace everything with the primary one. Now again I will have this secondary color also I need to create, so I'll type it secondary and place the color yellow. Copy it up and paste it in the secondary section, alright. So once that is done, we are good to go with using this color. So I'll pass the first to sign in, the primary color, sign up, I will have secondary color. Let's check it out, and it's looking pretty nice. Now what I'll do is I will cut this iron row and pass it within an iron grid. Now I'll have another iron row. Within that I'm going to pass an iron label, to which I will write welcome to music app. You can write your own brand name out there. So I'll give it a class of iron text center, and let's work on the styling out here. So I'll pass iron grid instead of iron row out here, because everything will be done with on iron grid. And you can see the text is coming up, but it's not aligned to the center. So what I'll do is I'll cut this iron text center and pass it on my iron row. I'll cut this iron label and remove this iron row. Within that I will have a div, and which will be aligned to center, and within that I'm going to pass this iron label. Let's check the output now, and it is coming up, but I need to align it properly. So I need some spacing. I'll give it a p tag instead of a div. Let's see now, and it is coming up nicely. Let's align a few more things. So I'll go to my SCSS, and to my iron grid I'll pass. Alright, it's coming up. I'll pass a color of primary, and it is coming as black, but I want to change it a bit. So what I'll do is I'll make it first of all a strong. I'll pass it within a strong tag. Let's check the output now. Now it is coming nicely. What I'll do is I'll work on my iron label, give it a font size of say 1.2 em. Let's try it out. Okay, it's coming big and it's good. I'll change it to 20 VH, and within the div, what I'll do is I'll pass my iron label, and in fact I will give a transform of say, or a margin top, not transform, margin top of 20 VH. Let us make it 10 VH. I think that will be good. Let's check the output again. Okay, it's not proper. Let me pass 20 VH, still not aligned properly. So okay, it was actually a p tag, not a div, so that is the mistake which I was doing. So if I'm passing in a p tag, it's pretty big, or 20 VH at the top, and margin bottom will be 10 VH. That's good. Now it is aligned properly. Let me change the transformation to 25 VH, and margin top will be 5 VH. Let's check it now. I think I'm okay with this now, and I'll change the font size. Let's try it bigger font size. No, this is too big. I don't want that big. I'll change it to 1.1 em. I think that will be good. I'll keep it as it is. What I'll do is I'll keep the music app within my iron text, and I'll change the color to secondary. Let's check it out how it looks like, because I want to apply a different color to the brand name. Okay, it's not good. The secondary color is not visible properly, so I have to change it up. So which color can we try? Let's try the danger color. We can try that out. There are a few more colors which can be seen, like the tertiary color. Let's give it tertiary. So with the tertiary color, let's check it out, and it's not looking that good. So what I'll do is I'll change it to danger. Let's check it again, and danger is looking fine. I'm okay with it. Now once that is done, I'll create a page called sign in, because we have successfully implemented our auth screen, or the welcome screen. Now once this is created, what I'll do is in my auth screen I'll give a router link to my sign in page /auth/sign in, and let's go to the auth routing. You can see the name is sign in out there. Alright, now let's go to sign in, and I'll remove the iron header. To my iron content, let's give full screen to true. Within the iron content I will have an iron header, within which I'll give a class of iron no border. Again, within that I will have an iron toolbar. Then I will have an iron button. Slot will be start, and within that we will have iron back button. To to which I'll give a default href to be /auth. Let's check it out. Let me align it properly first. If I click on it, I'm getting redirected to this sign-in page, and you can see out there is a back button. Alright, now what I'll do is I'll work with my Ion content. I'll give it a background, so I'll copy it from the auth screen CSS and I'll paste it out here. I'll change the name to 2.png. Other things will be the same, and it's already present in my assets folder. Let's check the output now, and it is coming up, but we are having the Ion toolbar is there. We have to make the background transparent out there, so for that I will access my Ion toolbar and I'll give a -- background to be transparent. Let's check it now, and it is coming up nicely. I'm happy with that. Once that is done, after my toolbar I will have an Ion row, and within that I will have an Ion label to which I will write welcome back. And it is coming up, you can see that, right? Now let's align it properly. So back I will write within a p tag. It is showing up, but we need to do some styling on it. So I'll access my Ion row within my Ion header. So I'll copy paste everything within my Ion header, and within my Ion row I'll give it a margin of 5vh. Okay, margin spelling was wrong. Let's correct it out. Let's check it out, and it's coming up. We need to apply a few more things. So I'll give the font size to be 1.8 rem. Okay, it's looking good. I will give it in my Ion label and also in the p tag. I'll shift this font size to that particular Ion label in p tag. Let's check it out again, and it is working. Alright, I need to give the color. I need to change the color also. So I need a white color, which is not here. What I'll do is I need to create it up. For that, I will open another tab and I'll go to the Ionic docs, then the color section, and after going there, I'll scroll down and I'll create a new color called white. FFF. Copy this up and paste it in your theme variable that is CSS. Scroll down out here, you just paste it up, and after that is done, copy this class and paste it after the root object. Alright, if you don't do that, you won't be able to use it. Now we are good to go with the white color. You can access it up. So I'll directly pass color to my Ion label, which is not a good idea. I'll remove it and I'll give it in my CSS. I'll pass color where -- Ion color white, and it is coming up. That's great. Now let me give it a font weight of bold. Let's check it out how it looks like. Not looking nice. Let's remove it. Now what I'll do is I will make an Ion list after the Ion header, but within that I will have a form to which I'll pass form group equals to form property, which is not created yet. I'll create it, and within the form I will have an Ion item, and within the Ion item I will have an input to which I'll pass a placeholder to email. And let me do some functionality in my modules. So I'll change it to reactive forms like we did earlier. Alright, now in my TypeScript I will define a property called form, which is of type form group, and import it up. Once that is done, I will even create a function called validator, which I'll initialize in my ng on init. Let's create it up, and within that I'll use this .form will be equals to new form group, and within the form group I will have email as the first property. New form control, I'll pass the initial value as, let's say, null. I'll pass it as null, comma, then I'll pass validators. Now, validators which I'm going to pass is, first of all, it will be a required one. Then I'll pass the email one. Then to my password, again I'll use the same thing. I'll copy it up and paste it out here. The only thing that will differ is the email. Instead of email, I'll pass min length to 8 characters. Alright, once that is done, we are good to go. Let's go to our HTML and save everything, and let's see the output now, how it looks like. Okay, it's coming up, but I need to transform it and make the background as transparent also. Let's go to our CSS. Now to my Ion list, I'll make the transform to be, I'll transform it to, I need a bit more, 20vh, I think 10, earlier it was 10vh, let me give it 20vh, 25vh, let's check it out. Okay, it's fine. Let's try with 35vh, how it looks like. Okay, it's a bit more. So now I'll change it to 30vh. And after doing that, what I'll do is I'll pass the background. Now it's okay. I'll pass the background to be transparent to my Ion list, and within my Ion list I'll have my Ion item to which I'll pass dash dash background to transparent. Let's check the output and it's coming nicely. Alright. Once that is done, I'll pass a class to my ion list, say ion padding horizontal, and in fact I'll also pass a margin, so ion margin horizontal will also be passed. Let's check the output now, and it's coming nicely. That's what I need. And to the ion input, I'll pass type equals to email. Form control name will be email. I'll copy this up and paste it and change this to password. Type will be password, and form control name will also be password. Let's check the output now. So now we have to give some more margin, so I'll give 6 VH as the margin. Let's see now. I will even translate. I'll change it to 15 VH instead of 30 VH, and let's see. Now it is also good. Okay, let me change it to 12 VH. I think that will be good. Now what I'll do is I'll pass my ion item within a div, and to which I will pass a class ion margin bottom, and let me paste it out. And similarly, I'll do the same thing for my password also. I'll cut this up and paste it within a div and pass a class ion margin bottom. Let's see the output now. And the spacing you can see between email and password, right? That's what I need. Now once that is done, within the form, what I'll have is another ion item. I'll have lines equals to none, ion label. I'll name it as sign in. Alright. Now after that, I will have an ion fab button this time. And what I'll do is I'll pass color equals to primary and slot will be end, because I want it to be on the right side. I'll pass an ion icon within that, name it as arrow forward outline, color will be white. Let's check the output, and the icon is not coming. Okay, it will be arrow forward outline. Alright, let's check it again, and it's coming up. The size is big and it is circled nicely. That's great. Now I'll access it in my SCSS. I will have my ion label, to which I'll pass font weight to bold, because I want it to be bigger, and bolder. Font size to be, let's say, 2 EM. Let's try it out how it looks like. Okay, it's too big. Let's see, let's try with 1.5 EM or 1.2 EM will be better. 1.4 EM. Okay, this is fine. Let me change it to IN, small IN. Now it's perfect. I'll pass a class to my ion item, ion margin vertical. I'll remove it. What I'll do is I'll pass it out here in my SCSS. I'll pass a class at first, name it as sign in, and to this sign in class I will pass a margin of say 5 VH, 0 to the right side, and similarly bottom 5 VH and 0 to the left side. It's okay. Once that is done, even I'll change the font size to be 1.3 EM. I think that will be better. And to the ion input, I'll pass the font size to be 0.9 EM. Again, let me change the font size to 1.2 EM. I think that will be good. There, font. Now I'll have an ion text within the div for showing my errors. I'll give a condition of NGE form.get email is valid, not valid, and form.get email is touched. That means it is touched and not valid. Alright. Then what I'll do is I will have ion text. I'll pass a color of danger, and to which I'll pass a condition form.get email has error required. Alright. Then what I'll do is I'll type please enter your email address. Alright, I'll copy it up and paste it again, and I'll change the condition if not required error is there. If there is no required error but there is a email error, alright, then what I'll do is please enter proper email address. I'll copy it up and paste it in my password also. I'll change everything to password. Alright, and I'll change it to please enter your password. Even I'll change please enter a proper email address out there. Alright, and if it has error mean length, then I'll change it to password must be of at least 8 characters. Alright, now this is done. After that is done, ion fab button, I'll pass a click event and I'll call it submit function. Let me declare it up in here in my TypeScript. So out here I'll check a condition. If form this dot form is not valid, then what I'll do is I'll mark all as touched. This dot form dot all mark all as touched, and I'll simply return. Then I'll simply console form value. This dot form dot value. I'll console it up, and if you want to submit it to server, you can do it later out there. Alright, you can write the code out there. That's it. Let's check it out, and it is working. If I click on it, so I'll type technyks@gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You can see the message is changing. Alright, everything is working fine. Now I need to type should be password. It should be type, not text. Alright, once that is done, I will even pass a class called error to my ion text, and in fact I'll pass at the top. Alright, Now to this error class, I will pass font size to be 0.75 em because I want it to be smaller. Let's save everything and check it out. I'll hit on the submit button and you can see error is showing up. Let me type something and we are good to go. Alright. Now I will have, after the form, I will have an ion row. I'll have an ion item to which I'll pass lines equals to none. I will have ion text within that. Slot will be start and I'll name it as sign up. Again, I will have another ion text to which I will give the slot to be n and I will name it as forgot password question mark. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, it's coming up. Let's do some styling with that. I will pass a class called featured item. Let's work on that. Pass the font size to be 0.9 em. Check it out. Okay, it's fine. I'll pass a margin top of say 5 VH and a font weight to be bold. It's good. Let me give margin top to be 10 VH. It's fine. It's fine. Now what I'll do is I'll pass a text. I'll access the ion text and within that I'll pass the font weight and font size, and I'll also pass text decoration underline because I need an underline on my ion text and it is coming nicely. That's great. It's looking pretty nice. I'll hit on the submit button. I'll try to submit the form again and let's see in our console now. It is showing up. The value is coming up. Alright, so that's great. And even the value message is changing for the error. That's great. Everything is working fine. So we have completed our sign in section. Sign in page is fully completed. Now let's create the sign up page. For that I'll use Ionic G page auth/sign up because it needs to be within my auth folder. Alright. Now as you can see it is created. What I'll do is I'll copy everything from my sign in page to my sign up. So sign in SCSS, I'll copy everything from there to my sign up SCSS, then from HTML sign in to sign up HTML, then to the module. What I'll do is I'll change it to reactive form modules in my sign up module also, and at last the thing that is left is the TypeScript. I'll copy everything from the sign in and paste it in my sign up. Also we need to import it up, so I'll copy the imports and I will paste it also. Once that is done, let's check it out. Before that, and I will also change the background to 3.png, which is already there in my assets folder. Now I need to pass a click event, so I'll pass router link /auth/sign up so that I can go to the sign up page from the sign in page. Alright, let's check the output now. If I click on sign up and I am getting to the sign up page. Alright, so it is working. Let's do some styling out here. So to my iron back button, I'll pass the color to be white. Within iron row, I'll change it to create account. Within the p tag, I'll write account. Let's see, it's coming up. Alright, I'll remove the forget password, and to my iron text, I will give color to be white. Alright, and I'll pass color to be white in my iron label also. For the sign up, it should be sign up. Now once that is done, okay, it's coming up. That's great. Now I'll work on the p tag. Let me give some margin top because within create account I need some margin. Alright, and it's nice working. Alright, after that I will also change the transform to like say 3vh, how it looks like. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Now also to the iron input I'll pass color equals to white. I don't want the black color, and it's working. Alright, as you can see out here, I'm typing something, it's working. Say doing the same for my password also. I'll copy this div and paste it again because I want a name also. So I'll change the placeholder to name, form control name to name. Everywhere I'll change it to name. Even the message I will change it to please enter your name, and I'll remove one iron text for the email error not needed. And in my validator also I'll have name, only the required field should be there. Let's check it out. And I have the name also. That's great. Error is coming up nicely. Alright, after that is done, now what I'll do is I'll change this iron text to a div and I'll pass a class iron text right because I want the errors to show on the right side this time. And it is coming up, it's working. Let's do the same everywhere for my password and email also. And it's done. Let's check the output. Okay, it's coming up. Alright, let's try to fill up the form and the error has gone. That's great. Now let me featured items, let me change the margin top to be 5vh, and in the sign in let me give some margin like 10vh, 0, 5vh, then 0. Bottom I don't need much, top I need 10vh. Let's check it out, and it's nice. It's
it's coming nice, but I need a bit more. Let me change it to 12 VH and 03 VH out there. Let's check it out. Okay, still it's not coming properly. Alright, what I'll do is I'll change the background design for this one also. I have both the design, but I've changed it a bit because I want little more styling to be done nicely. Alright, so that is why I've changed the design in my Illustrator. Alright, so after that is done, I'll pass margin to be 10 VH at the top, and it is coming up nicely. Alright, other things will remain same. If I go for the error, try to submit the form, and everything is working fine. Let me type the email, password, let me make it coding techniques, and let's submit the form. Now you can see the value is coming up. Alright, so everything is working nicely. I'll also pass router link to my sign up page /auth/sign-in so that I can go to the sign in page. From my sign up page, I have to pass it in my ion text, not in ion icon. Alright, so yeah, that is working. That's great, and I am into the auth screen. Now in the auth screen also I need to pass the router link for my sign up also. So /auth/sign-up. Now let's check it out. Click on sign up and we are into the sign up page. Alright, everything is working nicely. You can just toggle it, you can just navigate from one page to another, and it is working pretty nicely. Alright, that's awesome. Everything is working. Once that is done, let me check in my iPhone also how it looks like. Alright, I have a back button up in there, and in the sign up page, okay, navigation is okay. And the sign up page, let's try to fill up the form. Errors are coming as expected, everything is fine, but let's work on our design a bit. On the back button, I will pass mode equals to MD, that means material design, so it won't work as for iOS, it won't show the back one. Alright, now it is working. Out here also I'll pass mode equals to MD because I want the back button to be this normal one, not the iOS one. If I go to sign in, and it's working nicely. Alright, so that's good. Let's work. Once that is done, let me try to work on with my sign in class. Alright, let me try to give margin equals to 12 VH. Let me change it to 10 VH only, and margin bottom will be 2 VH. That will be fine, I suppose. And let me check in other phones. Galaxy S5, it's nicely coming up. Out here also it is coming up, that's fine. So in all the phones it is showing up nicely. I think that's good. The navigation is working properly. So we have successfully implemented the design. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and please hit the like button because that is very much important. Alright, so thank you very much